Hello everyone, the Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review 2005 set, and it's going to be the VisualX guide, so one of the first Bionicle playsets, so released like I said in 2005. It's also the only special edition playset released in 2005 because at least in France and maybe in Europe it was only released in Toys R Us. So that said, let's move on to the review itself. So first, the box, of course, yes, for those who don't know, a Bionicle playset is simply a Lego system set, but set in the Bionicle universe. So nothing more, nothing less, really simple to understand. And of course, because it features 2005, there will be two sides, the Toa Ordica side, which is the good side, and the VisualX side, which is of course the bad guys. That said, so the box, of course, with the Bionicle logo, VisualX guide, the Metroid shape on this part, and of course the set itself, but we're gonna see that, of course, with the review. On the top part, a 1:1 picture scale of the Vacama Ordica fig, and once again we're gonna see that in the review. On the back, you can see all the 6 Toa Ordicas, then of course a picture of the set, all the gimmicks present in this set, and excuse me if the box is destroying itself during the review. And finally, an alternative model, which is quite interesting because, well, it's still nice to have some ideas if you want to destroy your set, to rebuild another one, and stuff like that. So really a nice idea, even if it's not a perfect alternative model, but at least it works. That said, and with the box destroying itself, let's move on to the instruction booklet. So here we go. Once again, a picture of the complete set with all the figures, playset, and stuff like that. 39 steps. Once again, a picture of the set finished with this time. Once again, all the gimmicks, but we're gonna see that with the review. Then the 3 other playsets released this year in a more official manner because they were released all over the place. So the VisualX Battle 1, the Tower of Toa, and the Battle of Metroid, or for Metroid, I don't really know. Ad for the website and an ad for the upcoming movie at the time, so Bionicle Web of Shadows. And that said, let's move on to the figurine first, so the minifigs, because they are quite interesting because it was the first attempt at Lego to make some Bionicle-based minifigs, and well, Lego decided to not really try something hard to make, and decided to make a one mold fig. So this means it's just a statue with no articulations at all. In fact, as you can see, the articulations are already bended, you can't move it at all. It just has 2 points of connection for the hands, and also of course for some parts here to be linked to some studs. But apart from that, there is nothing more to talk about these figs. Also, they come in one color. Of course, here it's Toa Vacama, so Toa Fire, so of course it's come in dark red. And well, most of the parts are really simplified parts from the official canister set, apart from the mask, which is really close to the original one with all the little details, and it looks really nice. As you can see, it's really incredible in terms of design. So well, it's really they got some cute design, but you can't forget that of course they are not articulated at all. They are more like some role-playing figures. Role-playing games figures, excuse me. And also they come with one spear, so they do not come with their official weapon, but more like this type of spears, and each figures got a unique spear. Also, you have to know that in all the playsets you got all 6 Toa Ordicas, so this means it was Vacama, no comes Nokama, with some type of axe as you can see. So I'm going to be quite quick on this. Nuju, so once again, really the mask is really close to the original. Once again, a different spear. Then come Matao, Toa of Air, so of course comes all in dark green. More like an hammer this time, it's a weapon, and once again the mask really close to the original. Then come Wenua, and each of those figures got a different pose, as you can see. For example, this one is not the same as this one. The position of the head and stuff like that are not the same on each minifig. And finally, Onewa, which got a weird pose, you have to admit. He seems to do some fitness and some gymnastic more than fighting, but well, that's Onewa, so you can't really ask more. And that's all the 6 Star of the cards. Now let's move on to their enemies, their foes, the Visoax. So once again, LEGO decided to just make a fig with one mod. It's also easier for the in terms of cost. It costs less to just make one mod, of course, and not fully articulated parts. So in fact, as you can see, all of this Visoax do not come in their colors, but comes in black and in glow-in-the-dark color. So that's why there is white. It's some glow-in-the-dark colors which fades in with the black, meaning that not all the Visoax got the same pattern of colors. You can see right there. It's really you can only see the difference between the two. Also, like I said, all the Visoax are represented, so this means all can be distinguished because of these parts, like that. And also they got different gimmicks, so you can put a Visoax webs between these little teeth. Also they glow in the dark. You also have a pinhole, and finally they are made in soft plastic because you can easily do this type of stuff. Yeah, do some salto and stuff like that. So yeah, it works just fine. You can make them jump just by pressing a little the back of the Visoax with your finger. So works just fine. So I do not remember every Visoax, but that's the black Visoax because of this type of parts. I don't remember this one, maybe the blue one, I think. Oh. Here it's the fire one because it's got the biggest type of teeth, of claws. The green one, this is the brown one maybe. And maybe this is the brown one, and this is maybe the white one. I don't really know. And here you got all the 6 Visoax, but LEGO gives you more because they also give you two more Visoax. So one more black one, and the eighth one we're gonna see on the playset itself. So sorry for taking time, but that's the first time I review the playset, so I wanted to take some time to show you the different figures you're gonna have in this set. Next is not really the set itself, but more like a little catapult, so we made simple with some slope bricks, plates, and this type of parts with some pins. Nothing really complicated. You got this space right there. We're gonna put a wok, so as you can see the wok is made both with dark gray and also some trans orange parts. Once again injected randomly, so this means not all the woks will look the same. And of course, for those who don't know these parts, it can be opened in two. So just put the woks right there, and just put your figure here and launch it, and it works perfectly. But that was just the beginning, because now we're going to see the Visoax gate by itself. So how it looks like. So well, it's really simple. We're gonna use some plates to make well the ground, if I can say so. Then we're gonna use some really bulky bricks to make the structures and the pillars to hold everything well. So this means using this type of parts right there, here, and there, on the front at least, because on the back we're gonna use different parts. You can also notice the big work part right there on both sides, and also this part, which is not really new, but with stickers will be helpful to represent a Visoax head. Also notice the technique parts under it, which will come in handy later. Now let's just turn this part. Notice the axles on the sides, and also here how it looks on the back. So as you can see, we're gonna use, like I said, some other pillars, so 4 right there, to really hold the model perfectly, and to make it bigger, of course. So now we're going to link some launchers, which look like that. In fact, in fact more like thrower, because we're gonna put some work part here and just let it go like that, and it will fall off thanks to these technique beams here. So some parts like there, some plates, and it will be linked here behind the works, because in fact the works are not linked to the studs, and we're gonna see why later on. Before I link the second one, I'm going to link first this part, which will be attached on the back, and will be useful, of course, to make like a second floor to link a big part right there, which will come, which I will show you just after that, just after I linked the second catapult, which works the same and is designed the same also. Designed the same, excuse me. And well, maybe first, before moving on to the second floor, if I can say so, I'm going to add real Visowax, so from the canister set teeth, well, teeth or claws, or call it like you want. So here is the fire one which I used, which is quite weird because we got a blue Visowax, so got more sense to put the blue Visowax claws than the fire one, but well, that's how it's made, and that's all. That said, let's move on to the most interesting part of this set in terms of construction and design. It's the Visowax launcher part. So first, you will notice that this part is all dark gray, and this ones are new dark gray. I do not know why, but I think that maybe in my set in 2005, when I bought this one, I got two dark old ones instead of new ones. But normally, you're supposed to get some new dark gray, of course. New dark gray parts with pinholes. That said, let's move on. So we got this little part which will be useful to block the launching mechanism, but we're gonna see that later on. Notice this part, so one part which looks like a that's the name in English, but well, not really like a square, but well. Then we got this part, which is a little door. We're gonna see why it's useful later on. And also the kind of the decoration here with some Takanuva spears and the 8th Visowax I talked about later on, earlier on, which is used right there in fact as a design element, and it works pretty well in fact. And well, you might ask how everything is going to work. Well, I'm going to show you that later on. First, I'm just going to put this part of the mechanism in there, and that said, I'm going to link this part on the second floor, or what I call the second floor, so I mean this part. And like I said, this part on the back will be helpful to hold these elements. And now everything holds well. Just have to add a rubber band right there. Okay. Like that. And well, we are done with this set. So now I'm going to show you how the Visowax gates works, how the gimmicks works, and stuff like that. So first, of course, we can open or close the claws. Claws? Not the. I might look for the pronunciation difference between claws and close. So yes, the teeth can open or close. Nothing really interesting right there, of course. More interesting is the work. So like I said, they are not attached to the studs, as you can see, because they are supposed to be opened like that, so like that. And here comes in handy this part, because they are here to, in fact, hold the works well. So this means when they are linked, the works cannot fall. As you can see, I can try, but it won't fall off. Also, you have to notice that the works blocks air, so they can be moved more than that. It blocks because of some bricks put in there in the middle. So it's all been thinked out. So it's thought out. Excuse me. It's all been thought out. So it really works well. Of course, two sides can be opened like that, and of course, what it's used for? Well, simply I put a work on the launcher here, right there, and I just have to put it, and it will go through the kind of through the wall, so through the opening from the wall. So it works just fine. Of course, we can do this on both sides of the VisualX gate and both at the same time. So works perfectly, very simple to understand, but it's really a nice feature and really show you that this VisualX gate is more than meets the eyes. So it has some hidden features. And now let's move on to the catapult itself, which is really interesting. So it works in 2 steps, well, in 3 steps, kind of. First, you have to open the door. So it's not really useful, of course, but it adds to the playability. Then look really at the shape of these 3 bricks right there, because it's the exact shape of VisualX minifix body. This means the teeth are going to be put right there, and the legs are going to be put between the bricks. So you can see the VisualX fits perfectly between the three bricks, excuse me, and it really helps to hold it well. Then I got this part right there, which will be okay. That was not supposed to happen. Tell it not to happen. So now I'm going to search for the part really quick, because without the part I can't really move. Okay, I'm totally sorry, and it totally blew up, so it was not supposed to happen, of course, because of the elastic and stuff like that. It totally break. Well, I'm going to be really quick on this. Well, excuse me. So excuse me, before, I'm not going to look for, so excuse me if it took some time, but I'm just going to explain how this works. I'm just going to take some parts and rebuild it. Really quick. So here is the elastic. Like that, so as you can see. So like I said, I put my VisualX in there, close this top, and then just move the VisualX and then just release. And as you can see, the VisualX launched. So it's really simple and it's really well done, because it just works, in fact. So on the another side, put the VisualX and then launch it. You can see it works in a wonderful way. So of course the bricks has to hold together, but seriously it's only a little problem. Most of the time it works perfectly, but just of course for the review, because I'm recording it decided to just screw it and make no sense. So that's all the gimmicks present in the VisualX Gate, and I think that's quite all for this set, guys. So I'm not going to lose any more time and to make you wait. Here we go for the sum up. So I'm going to put all the elements together. So of course I'm going just maybe to close this wall, and yes, the last element is the spider web, which is just simple, this simple system part. They will be linked right there, and like I said, you can easily, I'm going to show you on this one because you got 2 per set, you can put the teeth on this part. Okay. So all the 7 VisualX, like I said, the 8th one is here. 8th one is here. Maybe going to put them like that because they're supposed to defend their gates and not look at it. yeah, I'm going to add some here and there. And of course the 6 Thor Ordica. So let's move on to the sum up, like I said. So in terms of minifigs, it's really nice because you really got all of them. The only problem, like I said, of course, is the articulation, because it's there is none, totally none. So there is no articulation on each fix, but well, the Thor Ordica are pretty well detailed with their mask, so that's really a good point. And the Visorax, well, they got tons of features, like I said, so they got like 4 features. They got a pinhole, they got, of course, this glow in the dark part, they can be attached to a web, spider web, and finally you can make them jump like that. So seriously, it works, it's really nice in terms of playability. Then you got the set itself, and that's quite the same as the Visorax. This means, in terms of pure construction and building, of course, it's not that perfect. It's pretty simple to build. It's mostly made with big parts to really make a quick and a big building, and at least it works. It's really a nice and impressive structure, even if it's not the biggest of the playset, but at least it works. And of course, it's once again not full of details. I mean, the interior is totally empty. There is nothing. There is no panel control or anything like that. It's totally empty. In terms of details, there is just this one which looks nice, but in terms of playability, it's once again really good, because you got your catapult, you got the launcher, you got these walls which can be open, you got the Visorax launcher, which when it doesn't break works perfectly. And all of these elements make really a good playset. Seriously, it's really playset. I mean, it's really simple to understand play and set, and that's all you got in this set. You can have really much fun with this set, in my opinion, because you got all the things you need, and you have really tons of features to play with and to play around. So even if it's not the best set, it's not the best set in terms of construction or anything like that, at least it works, it's really playable, and it's really fun to play with. So as I said, I can recommend to you if you are a fan of Bionicle and LEGO system sets. And well, for those who just search construction and stuff like that, you might be disappointed, but at least it still looks good, and it can be a nice addition to your Bionicle collection. And that said, hope you enjoyed this review, even with some problems I got. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask them to me. And that said, see you later for another video review. Bye bye.